Hello everyone. Now I went to see the Fast and Furious movie. Now right away I'm going to tell you I'm not a big fan of the Fast and Furious movies. I think they've gotten better over time. Like one of my favorite ones was when The Rock was in it. And that's when I actually started to enjoy it a little bit more. And I think the reason is I'm just not into cars. Like I like old-fashioned cars. And I do like the look of speedy cars racing, but I'm not a driver. Like I'm not a big, I'm just not into action movies with fast cars in it. Even so, I do like some of them. So I do like the more recent ones. Like I liked 1, didn't like 2 that much. 3 I enjoyed. 4, I honestly can't remember. And one of my favorite ones was the one where they pulled out the safe, and I know The Rock was in that one, and I really enjoyed that one. And this one, though, is by far the best one. And I wasn't even going to go to the theater. I was like, okay, I'll just wait and rent it or something like that. But I was like, okay, my friends are telling me this is good, and this just reminded me of Mission Impossible. When the Mission Impossible one came out, and I think it's on Netflix now, and I know a new one's coming out this year. I didn't want to see it. But my friends were like, you gotta see it, it's the best one. And I said, I've given up on Mission Impossible. Some are okay, they're not great. And, so I went to see the Mission Impossible movie, and I loved it. I thought it was the best one they ever made. So if you haven't seen the Mission Impossible, I think it's called Mission Impossible Fallout, it's the best one ever made. And I'm really looking forward to the 2-parter that's coming up. It'll be part 1 and part 2. So part 1, I think it's called The Reckoning. So I'm looking forward to that. Now I'm looking forward to part 2 of Fast and the Furious 10. So I'm looking forward to 11. And apparently it's going to be also broken up into 2 more parts. So it's just not going to be part 2. There's going to be a part 3 as well. So if you don't want to hear spoilers now, I'm about to give possible spoilers. So unplug me, check my other shows that I have. I have some mind testing ones that a picture is forming and you got to figure out what the picture is before the minute is up. I got some horror reviews, horror shorts that I put together, killer eggs from outer space, a whole bunch of things. Check that out and tune me out because I don't want to give spoilers to anybody, but now I'm going to give spoilers. Right away in this movie, there's a guy that wants revenge. And it gives flashbacks. I think it's flashbacks. Like I said, I'm not really sure. Maybe these are added scenes that they put in. But about a guy that just now wants revenge. And it shows why. And then he frames them. He doesn't care who gets in the way. He'll destroy anybody in the way. And it doesn't matter who crosses paths. He wants to destroy the family. He wants revenge. And he's Aquaman. He plays Aquaman. I can't remember the real guy's actor's name, or I simply can't pronounce it because I have a pronunciation problem. But he is what makes the movie. A good villain makes the movie. And he doesn't care, as I say, about anyone in the path. He'll kill anyone to destroy. His whole focus is to destroy this family and kill it. Frames them. Chases them down. It's just filled with action, filled with excitement. The dialogue is super funny. I actually laughed quite a bit where I almost literally choked my popcorn, and I'm trying to take a sip of my Coke, and unfortunately I had to have no more Coke. And the movie's 2.5 hours long, and it's well worth to see in the theater. Now, I don't know if it plays in 3D, but it doesn't here. But if it did, I think it would even look a lot. I think it would look incredible in 3D. So if it is in 3D out there, people, check it out. If it's in 4D, 4D is not in many theaters, not around the world that much, but 4D is incredible. If I was in Toronto, I would go and see it in 4D. If they had it in 4D, you would smell it. Water would squirt in your face. The breeze would go all in your hair. It's an incredible experience. You smell it, you feel it, and the chair moves. It is well worth it. It's well worth it to go into D-Box. It is well worth it, especially if you're a fan of the Fast and Furious series. I wasn't even a fan, but I'm telling you, this is the best one they made. It is well worth it, and it's because of the villain. And they also left it at a cliffhanger. Now everyone knows no one's going to die, but it would be interesting if one of them did die in the opening sequence of part 2, because there's going to be a part 2 and part 3, as I think I said earlier. But I am looking forward to seeing the next part, but some of these scenes are very funny. It's just entertaining, and there is some emotional stuff to it as well. But it's very well put together, and it's a lot of fun, and it's enjoyable. It's the best one they've made. So go and see Fast and the Furious in D-Box 4D. If they have it in 3D, it's a must in my opinion. Enjoy it, sit down, eat your popcorn, but slowly. I literally almost choked. But enjoy the movie, and there's many other good movies out there and many more reviews I have done. That's all I'm really going to say. I'm not going to say anymore. It's possible spoilers because a lot of people might not know there's a cliffhanger at the ending, but there is, because a lot of people know there's going to be a part 2. Check it out. The villain is absolutely incredible. A villain who doesn't care. Bye for now, everyone. Share, like, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye for now.